everybody, welcome back. Today we're checking out some Karens getting offended for dumb reasons. Do they ever get offended for legitimate reasons? I think that's what makes them Karens. Anyway.
Your face out of my business and away from me.
Well, then honestly, you can get away from me and leave right now because
I was sitting here from the start. You just walked up out of nowhere.
Well, you shouldn't be sitting that way.
I can sit however I want to.
On the bench. Do you sit that way at home?
I can sit however I want to.
Do you sit that way at home?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Really?
As a matter of fact, I do.
And then somebody isn't going to want to sit there because your feet are there, and heaven knows what are onto the shoes. Do you have gum on your shoes?
Do you have anything important else to do but bother me? Do you have anything else important?
I don't think she does.
Be a gentleman and sit properly, then I'd be all right.
I think she's bored.
You don't know me. You don't know if I'm a gentleman or not. Matter of fact, I promise you I work 3 times as hard as you. And this is my moment to take a second for myself and wait for what I need to wait for and mind my business.
How do you know what I do? You don't know what I do.
Listen.
You're running your mouth. 100%. That's all you're doing.
If you were busy, you would.
All right, so my guess is this Karen was pissed off that this dude is putting his feet up on a bench or something, which I'll admit isn't the best way to go about things. Probably shouldn't be something that you do, you know, on a public bench or like on the bus or whatever. People still do it, but to get offended about it is like another thing, you know what I mean? If she was wanting to sit there, I would completely understand this reaction. But I'm pretty sure she's just running around talking to people like they're her children and patronizing people she doesn't know.
Speak to them now, or would you like me to ring the police?
Yeah, let's talk to Kat. Let's have a civil conversation about it.
We have asked them 3
Civil conversation about it.
Nicely, and they're still doing it.
It's the middle of the day.
Doing what?
You said there was not going to be a band. Greg asked you.
Oh, there's a band.
And so you knew there was, did you? You knew there was going to be, did you? And you knew it was going to disturb our way of living. If you read the tenancy agreement, you will see you are not to have anyone disturbing our peace day or night, and it's constantly.
You're not the only one in the street.
We need to actually.
We cut it off at a reasonable hour.
No, it doesn't matter day or night. Day or night.
So
Catherine,
that's
they're
your
here now
idea of
harassing
compromise,
you.
just not
So I'm
a
telling
day
you
or not.
now, if you don't speak to them and do something about it, I will go to the police.
That would be good to go to the police because it's not.
You legally can't.
Because day or night, we know the legal rights of this.
Do you?
Your tenants are disturbing our peace. So you need to do something. You're liable for that.
She's not liable.
Okay, so what would you like to do?
I think the police should be involved to get you.
Let's sit down and
First
have a
rule, hold on a second. First rule of throwing your weight around in a legal sense is make sure that you know the law. Don't swing your Karen dick around and tell people that they're liable if you have no friggin' clue if they're liable or not. Anyways, I mean, what are you gonna do? Why don't you go and enjoy the band? You know what I'm saying? This is broad daylight. People are allowed to make noise. Karen, I bet your husband's lawnmower makes a lot of noise and disturbs the peace too at 5 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? There's something about her with an Australian accent that just puts like Australian Karen, you know? Just makes it so much better. Juicier, you know, there's a juice to it. Like milk to it, milk in the Karen udder. And this is your reminder to subscribe. I know I probably shouldn't have said that after such a joke. That kind of reminds me of my neighbors getting super pissed off that I had like people over for dinner. They like went and told the property manager because I had a dinner. Oh goodness, all right. This video is sponsored by BLUELAND. My New Year's resolution is to be more sustainable and environmentally friendly. But since making that change, I realized how difficult it is to find a cleaning product without harmful ingredients. Until I found BLUELAND. BLUELAND products are convenient, effective, safe to use, affordable, and they're sourced from clean ingredients. Have you noticed that traditional cleaners are sold in single-use plastics? But with BLUELAND, all you need in order to clean your house or your hands is this little nickel-sized tablet. I got their natural hand soap collection because I'm absolutely in love with these bottles. The collection came with the bottles and the tablets. There's absolutely no single-use plastic in any BLUELAND component, not even in their bottles, in their tablets, in their shipping, not even their wrappers are single-use plastics. Their products are vegan and cruelty-free. They're made without harmful chemicals like ammonia, VOC, chlorine, bleach, or parabens. And if you want to be extra certain that BLUELAND is sustainable, they are EPA certified, which means that EPA scientists have looked at every single component and it meets their safer choice criteria. Which means that I'm making a choice that's better for the environment and for me. So getting a BLUELAND kit already saves you 20% on individual cleaning products or soap. So they don't ever do this, but click that link below in order to get your 15% off. They ship to the US, Canada, the UK, Australia, and New Zealand. Alrighty, that's it. Let's get back to the video.
Keep the water off my driveway.
There's no water.
Are you
Yes,
serious?
there is.
No, there's
It's
not.
water. I just sprayed off my mat.
Walk down there and you'll see it.
It's what?
And it ruins your driveway. That's
You
why
just
I
got
seal
water on your
coat it.
driveway. Is that gonna ruin it?
Are you
I'm
fucking
doing it.
serious?
I can do what I want on my driveway. It's my property. You know, you run over for your dog. Do you not understand the word trespass?
Oh my gosh. Then call the cops, Barb. Call them.
Call the
I don't
cops,
have
Barb.
cops.
Call
There's
it.
rat poison in my yard now.
Oh,
Call
great.
those boys in
They
blue.
run over there again.
I hope so too, because now I have that all on recording, and when they do run over there and die, it'll be your fault.
Well, I put it there for the rats, but if your dogs get into it, it's not my
You literally
fault.
just threatened me, and I have it on
I'm not
recording.
threatening you.
You are threatening me. I have better things to do than deal with this. Just you need to
I
like
said I was gonna feed
you need to
rats
leave us
poison.
alone. Well, yeah. Now you're trying to cover your. I don't have time for this. I have better things to do. Please do not speak to us. I have no patience for
Then
this.
stay off my
I
driveway
don't
with
go
your
on your fucking driveway. I have my own driveway to go on, Barb.
There's water.
Oh my god.
So what? It's going to dry in the sun!
What is the big deal?
Water on a driveway. That's what this whole thing is about. Water on a driveway. I'm sorry, Barbara, do you get mad at God when it rains and he puts water on your driveway? Didn't think so. Is it really about the water on the driveway? I don't think it is. What do you think it's really about?
All right, you're on tape now.
Thank you.
I'll just stay here until you leave.
mail Karen.
because I'm trying to work.
Yay.
What's your name?
Kevin?
What's your name? I didn't ask
Luke.
you. Good. With Mr. You need to leave.
Well, I'm not going to.
Well, this is graffiti.
Well, it's not. It's a city project that I've been
Yes.
paid for by the City
Well,
Storm
you need to have a
Commission
permit or
to
something.
educate. There's a permit that you don't need to see.
This is graffiti.
It's not graffiti.
Just because you stand here and paint doesn't mean you're from the city.
Well, I
You
am.
need to prove it.
Not to you.
Well, we'll just wait.
God, you're the. Must
I'm
have,
not going to harm you.
you must
I promise
have
you I'm not gonna harm you.
nothing better to do than to be harassing
does
an
You don't have
artist.
anything better to do than put graffiti on the wall. This is graffiti.
I can't wait to post this on my social media stuff.
Me too. Putting graffiti
Keeping
on-
in mind, you wouldn't
putting
tell me your
graffiti-
name, and I told you my name.
Well,
It's
that's not
Kevin.
important.
Well, what is your name?
We'll tell the police.
What do
I'll
you
tell
do?
the police when
All
they
right,
come.
you get the police.
Well, you're afraid to call them.
I'm not. I'm just.
You're afraid.
I
to call
know
them.
that. I know that if I call them, I'm gonna have to deal with them coming down here, and
That's
I'd rather you just
right, then
leave.
they'll take you away.
No, they
for stealing.
won't.
Dang ruffians and their graffitis. An eyesore. What they're doing to this town with their street art. That Banksy guy, he's up to no good. Imagine that's Banksy. Imagine a Kevin sees Banksy like putting street art on the... Imagine a Kevin sees Banksy putting street art on the wall and he gets mad. Dude, he'd totally do it too.
That's graffiti!
That right there's graffiti, and you know what? I'm just gonna fix my camera angle just real quickly now.
That's much better. Much better. All right. Moving on.
You could see right there. He's not doing flips.
If I have to get a lawyer in here, that's what's going to happen.
Because it's illegal to jump to the pool? It's not.
It's illegal. Yes, it's illegal to jump into the pool.
No, it's not. Not according to
I
the
don't
rules.
say it. When people come here and dive in the pool, I don't say a word.
Yeah.
But he just keeps going round and round. and
No,
doing
he
flips
doesn't.
into
You
the
are
water.
mistaken. He might
You're
have
a
done that the
liar.
other day. Okay. All right. Okay.
You want to be in the water? Then stay in the water. You don't come
You don't.
here and
You don't get to
flip.
talk to. Is not your child? That is
I
not
don't
your
care what he
child.
thinks. He's obviously not your child either.
That is my child. This is my son.
Well, then you should take better care of him, shouldn't you?
I do take good care of him. You should probably. You should
What if
probably.
he slips? What do he do to flip? What if he hurts
He is
himself?
not, and you should probably mind your.
Just mind your business. What do you think possesses people to just go around and yell at random strangers and like patronize them as if they were their children or something. I think it's a combination of boredom and just general unhappiness. And also, I think that they're used to getting their way, so they just kind of push people around. You know, they just got an attitude about it because they realize that if you push, you know, pushovers around, they do what they ask. Not everybody's a pushover, if you know what I'm saying. Some of us bite back. Oh, I have fought many a Karen. I have yelled. This one time, I was up at Blue Mountain, which is the ski resort, and we were lost, okay? We were lost in the middle of a country road. It was pitch black. We're in the middle of the country road and we're trying to do a U-turn to go back around. There's no one else around. And then all of a sudden a car comes from absolutely nowhere, like out of the darkness. And it's the ski bum Karen. And she starts screaming at us for no reason whatsoever. Literally no reason. There is no one around. It's not like we're stopping traffic. We are just trying to do a U-turn because we are lost. And she gets out of her car and kicks our car. And I just, I got really mad that day. Like my friends had to drive away or Karen would have, ski bum Karen caught some hands, or at least I'd scratch her. Telling a comedian you're offended by a joke. Oh goody, this is gonna be good.
They don't like something, they go, can I please talk to you about something? And it's crazy in my mind that this stranger is like, I'm gonna change his mind.
It's like, if you're seeing us do a joke, we've been doing it for a year minimum, and it's been smashing. So like, our mind was made up often 10 months ago.
It always gets to this weird point in the conversation where they go, I didn't like that, so, and you have to just be like, and that really doesn't bother me.
Jim Jeffries had one of these. He did a set, and then afterwards, a woman comes up to him, and he's sitting at the bar, leaning over the bar, and she taps him on the shoulder, and she goes, Jim, I want to talk to you about some of your jokes. And he turns over and he goes, and that's it. Doesn't even give her the chance. He just goes, F off, back to the drink.
That's the way to do it.
I get emails sometimes. Emails from Karens. They're like, you know,
my friend of a friend is a Karen. She's a very nice Karen, and I found that offensive. You should be aware of what you say and how it affects others.
Okay, Karen. Sorry. Oh, so delightfully Karen, aren't you? Don't worry, guys. She's just Karening. Nothing to see here. All right. Karen being easily offended once again.
Treated respectfully. We are unfortunately running out of time, but Peter, I just want to get one final thought from you. Are there words that are used to describe men that offend you?
Not particularly, and if there are some I don't like, I certainly wouldn't want them banned, but it always goes back to that old adage, sticks and stones may break my bones, but there will always be something to offend a feminist.
Peter
Lloyd. No, that's just obnoxious.
Peter
Sorry,
Lloyd,
you have to give me a chance. That is ridiculous. No, hang on, I won't do your show again if you don't let me respond. Come on, that's ridiculous. I mean...
You know, you're probably right. You're only offended if it's about you. That's what the real kicker of all of this is. People only get offended because they are projecting. They take it personally when it has nothing to do with them.
Are you condescending and talking down to me, ma'am?
I'm not. I'm actually asking.
Oh, really?
Are you on a new medication at all?
No.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay. Is there anything that's changed?
Who are you, Hastings?
Yeah. I'm an officer of Portland Police. I'm an ECIT officer.
Oh, really? And you're really an expert.
Well, I mean, I'm not a psychiatrist or something.
No, you're not.
But, okay.
And I'm the smartest person you have ever met. Okay. So get the down off of my... Did you go to college, Hastings?
Sure did.
You did? What'd you study?
Social sciences.
Oh, social sciences.
And I have
great.
minor in psychology.
Oh, minor. I have in finance with honors degree. I'm a certified financial planner. I'm also an attorney of law, and I know my rights.
What's your bar number?
I don't know that. Douche.
You don't know that?
Coming out of my vagina. That's what you are.
No, your behavior is very erratic.
Oh, is it?
And Jamie, every time we just try to have a normal conversation with you, it just goes right to insults.
Is that against the law? Is it against the law to insult a man in blue?
Can you understand how it's not a normal conversation?
You guys get called all the time.
Why we're concerned?
And you take down the blacks, and you get video.
That's false.
Have a good day, Jamie. We're leaving.
I want him arrested.
face?
The police are already there. They're not gonna arrest him.
Have a good day.
Good call, fellas. Oh, and now she's just gonna stand in front of the car so they can't leave. Holy cannoli. You don't think that those police officers have something better to do than listen to your whining and erratic behavior, Karen?
Bang!
In 2022, let's all agree to collectively stop calling the police for stupid reasons.
That one?
Yeah, that's for the leave.
Okay. Ma'am, I'll say if they ask you to leave, you have to leave.
My money's in this bank, and I'm going to take it out.
Well, then you have to
And
abide by the
after I
rules,
do that,
and you have to
the
have a mask
rules
on.
This is a state.
It's not. Businesses have the right to refuse service, even if you're not wearing a mask. That's their choice.
My money out.
Awesome. Well, you need to go and get a mask and then take your money out. You're not allowed to do.
I've been waiting here.
Ma'am,
for about 10
listen,
minutes.
we're going to do this the easy way or the hard way.
What are you going to do? Arrest me?
Yes, for intruding on premises.
That's hilarious.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, and you believe in this. The law says that I do not have to wear a mask.
You can not in public,
My
but you're not in
rights.
public. You're not in public. Do I look
You
like
know,
I'm kidding?
it's literally just the same conversation over and over again. Just use an outdoor ATM. They exist. Don't want to wear a mask? That's fine. Just stay outside.
Ma'am, it's a goddamn comedy show. What the fuck it is? You gotta ingest this. What's the problem? What's the problem? Huh? What's the problem? I don't want to know. You got to ask me. Goddamn compelling. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? We know you're a woman. We can tell. Good. How? How am I insulting people by talking about sexual matters between adults? I'm talking about consenting adult shit. I have sex with women. So me being up here describing my life is insulting to you? Then how can you speak for the whole crowd and tell me that I'm insulting them? Is anybody insulting? Sounds like a resounding yes over here.
Karen.
Hi, Karen.
And that right there, that's how it's done.
Subscribe.